everyone. I'm Kristen Cho.
And I'm Cameron Word.
How are you, Cameron?
I'm good.
How's it going?
I'm good.
Are you really good?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
I would
good.
say, I don't have anything that I'm really, really worried about.
Yeah, because, oftentimes it's so customary. Mm-hmm. It's automatic. Like, how you doing? Good. Yeah. Great. Mm-hmm. You don't even think about it.
Yes.
And we just answer.
Well, I think in America, the cultural expectation with how you're doing, one of two. Most often it's, I'm good, I'm fine.
Yeah.
Like you give like an optimistic.
Right.
Or, oh my goodness, I'm so busy.
I'm so tired.
I'm so tired, I'm so busy.
Yeah.
So it's either you want to think like, you want to look like everything is great.
Right.
Or
everything's terrible.
But like, oh my gosh, I'm working so hard.
Yeah.
You want to make it look like, oh my God, I'm working so hard.
I'm so busy.
I'm so important because I'm so busy. Like it's one of those two.
That is so true. Like, oh my God, I have so much work to do. Like I can't sleep these days. I'm only getting 2 hours of sleep.
Oh my gosh, my kids, they have soccer practice and we're just, we're busy all the time. Those are the two things. And you cannot believe either of them.
Okay, so you're going to be like, how are you, Cam? Great. Good.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to be like, oh my gosh, I'm so busy.
Those are the only two responses.
Okay. If healthcare abroad, the hospitals here are world class.
Yes.
If you describe a hospital as world class.
Yes.
Is this like first class, business class? Like
similar.
Okay.
So the class here is talking about rank. Mm-hmm. And so if something is the highest ranked in the world, you would say that it is world class. Okay. So the best in the world.
How about if you do something out of the blue?
The blue here is the sky.
Okay.
So out of the blue means there was nothing but sky and something happened. Oh. Or something appeared. So just something very random or sudden.
Okay. And how about the last one? Across the board.
Means whenever you're looking at everything. Across the board here is like a scoreboard and looking at all of the numbers together.
Okay, very good. So we're going to go ahead and listen to our dialogue about healthcare abroad.
Have you ever had a serious illness since you've lived here?
Yeah, I actually had a minor heart attack 2 years ago. The hospitals here are world class.
Oh no! Were you exercising too hard, or did it just come out of the blue?
Well, I have a pre-existing condition, so I knew it could possibly happen.
Did it cost a lot of money to get treated for it?
Not at all. Health insurance here covers everything across the board.
Okay, so Kate begins by saying, have you ever had a serious illness since you've lived here? Have you? Let me ask you that question. Have you ever had a serious illness since you've lived here in Korea?
Have I?
Had a serious illness?
Other than the one every single person had? Corona.
Yeah.
Other than
that?
COVID, no.
Yeah.
I've never had to have a major thing happen.
Yeah.
Like a surgery or anything. What about you? Have you had something big happen?
Well, I had a kidney stone removed.
That's a serious illness.
Well, I've had it, though. I've had that stone since, college. And so I was raising it in my kidney.
Oh, my gosh.
And it was growing and growing. And sometimes it would, yell. I'm uncomfortable. And then I would feel the pain.
You had that stone for, 20 years.
Yeah. And then finally, after 20-some years, the pain was unbearable. So I went to a
urologist?
Urologist? I'm not sure. But anyway, so, yeah, I think a urologist, yeah. And then I got it removed for 30 minutes without anesthesia. It was the laser thing.
The laser thing?
Yeah.
The sound thing?
The sound thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, the sound thing.
Ultrasonic or something?
Something ultrasonic
Yeah.
thing. Yeah, and it was like clank, clank, clank. And it was like, it wasn't doing anything, but it was really uncomfortable.
Wow. So
Yeah.
you have had a major illness.
I sure did.
Woo.
Woo, we got off track there.
Yes,
All
we
right,
did.
Julian says, yeah, I actually had a minor heart attack 2 years ago. The hospitals here are world class.
Heart attack. That is no joke.
Minor. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
But thankfully, the hospitals were world class.
Yeah.
So world class means top quality. So the best in the world is world class.
Yeah.
And I would say here in Korea, we have some world class hospitals as well.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Like, I've never been scared going to, like, the idea of going to a Korean hospital
Yeah?
is very comforting.
Yes.
You know?
Well,
Not all countries have great medical
Yeah.
systems, right?
Uh-huh.
Health systems.
Right.
But I think here in Korea, like, we get pretty good medical care.
well, I tell you, it is so established now that there are these medical tours that are offered to people, who live in other countries. They actually come here to get big operations.
Yeah.
It's become pretty world class. Okay. What does Kate say?
Oh no, were you exercising too hard or did it just come out of the blue?
Okay, so to the minor heart attack, what happened? What caused it? Exercise, or was it out of the blue?
Yes.
Yeah.
Out of the blue. So the blue here, we're talking about the blue sky. And it is related, I believe, to basically seeing a blue sky and then all of a sudden like a lightning bolt.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's often something bad. Sometimes it can be good or a neutral event that happens. But when we're talking about out of the blue, it's something very unexpected,
Right.
often not welcome in our lives.
That's right. Something out of the blue. Or, really, it doesn't have to be something bad or tragic happen out of the blue, but it could just be like, oh my gosh, an old boyfriend called out of the blue.
Yeah.
So
Just not expecting it at all.
not expecting at all.
Yeah.
Okay, what does Julian say?
Well, I have a pre-existing condition, so I knew it could possibly happen.
Okay. Very good and important term, I think,
Yes.
that we should know. Pre-existing condition.
Yes.
What is this pre-existing condition?
So first we have condition, which is like your 상태, right? Like the state of something.
Yeah.
Then we have existing condition. So it's a condition that is there.
Okay.
It really does exist. And then pre means before. So you put it together. Pre-existing condition means you have the history of this already.
Okay.
Like you already know, like he already knew that his heart was bad. Yes. And this is an important one to know, especially if you are in the United States, because depending on your insurance, if you have a pre-existing condition, the insurance rate may go up.
Yeah. Yeah.
But if it's a new condition, they can't raise your rates.
Right.
Right? But if you have heart problems and you apply for new medical insurance, they're going to say, nope, you have heart insurance, you have a heart problem, we're going to have to charge you more.
Yeah.
So it's good to know whether you have pre-existing conditions or
Okay,
not.
yeah, very good. And if you are traveling in the States and something happens and you're at the hospital and the doctor is asking you, do you have any pre-existing conditions, you should know what that means.
Yeah. Do you have diabetes? Do you have...
That's right.
Have you had
High
blood pressure?
Right.
Yeah.
So Kate says, did it cost a lot of money to get treated for it?
And Julian says, not at all. Health insurance here covers everything across the board.
Okay. Our power pattern is not at all.
Yeah.
You could, Cameron. They ask you a question. Did it cost a lot? No.
No.
But why is it not at all?
This adds more emphasis. In the same way, in Korean, you could just say, 아니요. No. You could just say that.
아니요.
But
네.
saying that in like, 전혀, like if you say that, there's more emphasis to it.
That's right.
Not at all.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, it's the opposite.
Right. Totally no. The health insurance covers everything across the board. So across the board.
Across the board here is another way of saying everything. If there is a list of surgeries that health insurance will cover and not cover. If you say across the board, it's saying everything on the list, the health insurance will pay for. So across the board is everything in the list.
Okay, very good. Let's go ahead and listen to that one more time.
Have you ever had a serious illness since you've lived here?
Yeah, I actually had a minor heart attack 2 years ago. The hospitals here are world class.
Oh no! Were you exercising too hard, or did it just come out of the blue?
Well, I have a pre-existing condition, so I knew it could possibly happen.
Did it cost a lot of money to get treated for it?
Not at all. Health insurance here covers everything across the board.
Okay, it's time for Power Note, and we're going to do a quick review. Okay, world class.
The best in the world.
Okay. The hotels in Dubai are all world class.
I wouldn't expect anything less from such an expensive place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, boy, I really, one place that I've not been to is Dubai.
I went to the airport.
Oh, how was the airport?
They were selling gold in the airport. I had a transfer at midnight.
Really? And they were selling gold
You
at
could
midnight?
buy gold in the Dubai airport at midnight.
No. Because by midnight, most of the airport stores are closed.
Right?
Yeah.
But
Gold.
no, yeah, you could buy gold. Couldn't buy water. Couldn't find a water bottle, but you could get gold.
Okay.
It's kind of like Midas, like Midas from Greek mythology.
Yeah.
Everything he touched, it was gold, so he
Gold.
couldn't eat.
Yeah.
That's how I felt. I could only find gold.
That is so funny. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So remember, at Dubai, hotels are world class,
Yeah.
and you can buy gold at the airport at midnight. Okay. The math department at the university is world class.
Yes.
Okay.
So when you want to talk about a university or any kind of educational institution, they'll say, we provide world-class education.
That's right.
We provide the best education.
Right. What else is world class? I mean, so many.
An athlete can be world-class.
Oh, yeah.
So recently, there have been a lot of world-class Korean soccer players. They aren't just staying in Korea now. They're going to other teams and playing internationally, making lots and lots of money.
That is very true. Doctors can be world class. Hospitals. like we
Anything
talked
that
about.
you would call a facility, you could say is world class.
Okay.
So you have world class hotels, world class tennis facilities.
Wow.
So let's say it's like the Olympic training facility. It would be like a world class facility.
Okay, very good. So you get the idea. All right, if something happens out of the blue, it's like completely unexpected, no warning. Did you expect to get fired today?
No, it was totally out of the blue.
Okay, that's terrible.
Yeah.
To get fired out of the blue.
It happens. It happens.
Oh my goodness. I mean, whoa, that is terrible.
Yeah.
Out of the blue, the sky turned black and a tornado ripped through the town.
Ooh. There was no warning. Just a tornado came.
Was Arkansas prone to tornadoes?
Oh, yeah. So we're part of a region of the U.S. called Tornado Alley.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So it goes from basically Texas all the way up into, I think, like South Dakota, just in the middle of the United States. And it's where the weather conditions are strange. So 80% of the world's tornadoes come from there.
Wow. And you
And
lived...
you can, and I lived just on the edge of it.
Oh, wow.
So, but the tornadoes can come out of the blue.
Wow.
Where everything seems fine, and then
all of a sudden. Wow.
Yeah, so usually it starts as like a light rain, and then very quickly things can change. Yes.
Yeah.
So I remember sleeping and being woken up out of the blue with my parents, because you have to go to a basement.
Right.
It'd be 2 a.m.
Wow.
and I would have to go to the basement.
That is so, I mean, you just see it in the movies, but yeah.
Yeah, that was I think every country, most countries have like the one dangerous thing.
Yeah.
Like it could be an earthquake that comes out of the blue.
Well, that's Los Angeles.
Or like a hurricane or things like that. But yeah, in Arkansas, it was tornadoes.
Right. Or, so like I mentioned earlier, an old friend or someone that you knew from high school, contacted you out of the blue.
Yeah.
Something very unexpected.
Your boyfriend or girlfriend breaks up with you.
Out of the
Out
blue?
of the blue? You thought everything was good?
Oh my gosh.
And then, what? You wanna leave me?
Oh no.
Yeah.
That's terrible. Okay, so very, very unexpected. It's that like, huh?
Yes.
What do you mean? Okay. Across the board.
Yes. Across the board means everything. It applies to everything.
Okay. Does everyone have to abide by the new dress code?
Yep, it applies to all employees across the board.
Okay. So, does everybody have to, follow the new dress code? Yes, everyone across the board.
I have this funny story. I'll tell it quick.
Okay.
There was a private school where I was nearby.
Right.
The boys had to wear pants. Like, they had a uniform. Most American schools don't have uniforms.
Yeah, but...
The boys had to wear pants, and the girls got to wear skirts.
Okay.
Dresses, right? In the summer, the boys were complaining about wearing pants all the time.
Oh.
They wanted to wear shorts because it's the summer and it's hot.
Yeah.
Right? So they went and they were like, does the dress code apply to all students across the board? They said yes. So the boys started wearing dresses because the dresses were cooler than the pants were.
Oh, that is so funny.
And the school board couldn't do anything.
Because it was just the rule.
So they got them to change the dress code to where the students could wear shorts during the summer.
Oh, that is so funny.
Because they had to apply the dress code across the board. They couldn't say girls wear this and boys wear this. It had to be the same.
Wow.
Yeah.
Those are smart boys.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. What a great example. All right. The new tax increases affect everyone across the board. So it's not just like low income, high income. Everyone, there's a tax increase. All right. Not at all. Is our power pattern?
전혀.
Yeah, no problem. Okay, so not at all. I'm always happy to have visitors.
Not at all. You can call me anytime you want.
Yeah.
So this is often like, oh, is it okay? Is it going to be bad?
Not at all.
Not at all.
Not at all. No problem.
Yes.
Okay. A pre-existing condition is basically an injury or disease or other physical condition that you had before.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Let's thank our sponsor.
한국토익위원회에서 취업과 승진을 위한 토익 스피킹 응시